Sneakers. After some wear and tear, many people tend to toss them in the trash and buy new ones. But that's not a luxury everyone has. I'm Ashley Collins, and this week's hashtag Southwest Florida Strong, we followed Jeanne Nealon to Shadow Lawn Elementary School, where she gave out sneakers to children in need.
Years ago, I was a teacher in Bonita Springs, and I had a student that was sharing shoes with his brother. They were the worst pair of shoes I'd ever seen. I discovered that many of my students were just like him and living in a migrant camp. And I saw the need for shoes and clothing. And then years passed, and I was doing motivational talks, and I met a wonderful friend named Susy Warren. And Susy and I decided, with my sister Mary, to found Laces of Love, which we provide new shoes to low-income and disadvantaged children in Collier and Lee County.
By the end of her talk, everybody in the room was like, "We can make a difference." And then she talked about what became Laces of Love. And I had a history of starting and running nonprofits in New York State, so I kind of knew how to get going. So I said to Jeanne, you know, I know how maybe I could help you a little bit. I know what you really need to do. And we got together and had coffee, and off we went.
And I thought it was really an issue when I heard about children that were coming to school in last year's shoes that were too small for their feet. And I just think, you know, if you're not comfortable in your shoes, you're not going to have a good day. How are you going to learn your math and study if you're not, you know, if you're trying to hide your feet under your desk because you have torn, tattered shoes on?
You know, we really thought we would hit the need, you know, take care of every possible need. This is a couple years ago.
We're never.
No, we keep getting calls, and people keep learning about us, and families hear about us, and it's always new. There's always more kids that really are from needy situations than you'd ever think.
And they're so grateful. When they get their shoes, they sniff them, they take the paper out, they pull the ribbon off, and they put it in their hair, and they're just, you know, one of the teachers said, Jeanne, a little girl, I watched her, you know, in her broken sandals come down to my office in tears, you know, because she didn't have shoes that were good. And she said, my mom doesn't have any money, you know, and my dad, I don't even know where my dad is. And she said she reached in and got a pair of sparkly shoes for her, and she hugged him like a teddy bear. She was so happy, caressed them, and was so grateful. They're so appreciative. It's an amazing moment. Yes, it is, isn't it, Susie?